Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to some more Shapes 2. So I got this thing. I am actively running out of the ability to stuff things into this thing. I'm probably gonna end up having to move this whole thing. Let's see. Let me grab all this. Control X that. Move it back one. And then this is gonna be a disaster for a second. Okay. So let's get this guy here, and then this guy can go like that. Let me get rid of this guy, and then this guy can go down like that. And then that guy can be reconnected. All right, so that will actually open that up so I can start trying to get more of those in. So we'll get these guys cleared out of here. We'll get this guy brought in like that. And then you can go there. Let's see. All right. I get these things all split up so that they split evenly. Like that. That would be fine. All right. A bit of a disaster. So hopefully that I'm going to carry things in a little bit better. I think these things are starting to back up over here too. Still kind of emptying out there. This one, I might be able to just drop this one to a single entry point. Like that. And then let me get, no, not there. I'll go here. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of that guy. And then we'll go, you can go there like that. You can go there like that. You can go like that, and like that. Let me get rid of those. All right, let me try that. See if that speeds everything back up again. All right, so the trick is trying to get as much as we can stuffed in here so that not all these things are backing up, and we can actually get all of our all of our trains emptied out as fast as we can. We're stuffing pretty much as much as we can in here continuously as fast as we can. I think this guy up here, uh, I think it's almost full. Like I get maybe a little bit more up there, but I think we're pretty much doing as much as we can here. Uh, Now that being said, if we go into here, one of those, two of those, okay, two of those, five of those, and then probably a bunch of these. Oh, so we're not now in the top 3% worldwide. All right. So that being said, now we need to start working on these guys, right? So we need to get yellow squares, and we need to get these guys here. So if we go out and find, actually that will be good there. And actually, there's one there too. Why am I pulling? Oh, I'm sending those someplace. Um, so we do have a couple of those things down here that we can pull those from. Now it is going to be a little weird because the way it needs to be done. So if we actually put in four, that's going to make eight. Um, right? So we put in 4 there, right? And then if we put in that, now eventually, if we go in here and look at our menu here, we basically need, yeah, so all right, now let's try to see if we can figure out how to do this. All right, let me get this one here. This is what I need. All right, so let's start with this guy. If I put that guy in, right, so we basically need uh question is, I don't know if I can really do what I'm trying to do. All right, so let me get a belt in. All right, so we have a belt in, so we need to do a cutter, right, and we need a split. Let's see. So do that, flip it, do that, right? All right, so now if we do that, I now need to, there needs to be some rotation probably. Um, wonder, I don't think that is going to do what I want it to do. Yeah, so there has to be something there. Because if I could just put, well, no, that would kind of split it, so that wouldn't really do anything for me. All right, so if we swap these guys, I'll do like that, right? And then once we do that, we'll go ahead and cut them again. Problem is I'm too close. Right, so we're gonna end up having to split them out like that. I could probably start going up into a second level and doing it, but it's gonna get crazy, right? So we'll do like that. Okay, so now if I do that one, we need to basically recombine them. So I want to figure out, and let's see, like that. Let me try that one. That may do better what I want it to do. All right. So I do that, and then I put a bunch of stackers out here, right? No, I need to go further out. I need to give them more space. All right. So if I do that, okay, that guy can go away. So if we take these guys here, so if I take that guy out like that, um, so where's the other bottom left one? That one's there. So then I need the top right one. Yeah, so uh it's gonna basically want to go 2 out a piece. Um, I basically need this one to come into these 2 guys. And the real trick here is I'm trying to use all the pieces, right? I want to be able to use all the pieces and combine them and to make into the items that I want. which may or may not be as easy. Now, the good news is once I do this, I'll be able to do the same thing with the squares. Uh, and then probably I actually want to color them beforehand because that will make my life easier. Um, so I think the better thing to do here, go ahead and let's clear these. No, let's do this. Let's try that again. Let's go ahead and hit I to clear them. Okay. So instead, what I want to do is we'll change this one to the top, and then we'll change this one also to the top. So those will both go to the top. And then this one can go to the bottom, and this one can also go to the bottom like that. So those will both go to the bottom, and then that will change how those work. Probably still need to take these a little bit further out. Okay, so if that one goes, that'll be the top right. I can't do a fourth row, so it won't work. And then the other side too is this is all like this is barely. I think I'm gonna need like two of these because this is does 45 a minute. So and this is gonna do 45 a minute. So each one of these can power one of these. So I'm gonna need basically 16 of this kerfluffle. Um, so I think you know what? Let's do it. Let's try something crazy. All right, so if I do that, and then currently, let's see if we can make it a little bit more compact here. All right, so that one's going to the top. So let's go ahead and swap this one to the bottom, right? Like that. And then let's put that may actually do what I want it to do, maybe. All right, so let's go here to cut. And then let's go up a level. Like that, right? And then if I do this, now this is going to slow me down because I won't be able to get the speed I want out of it, but I'll be able to throw a lot of these guys in here, right? And then I should be able to do this. Oh, I broke that one. Oh, no, let's see. Okay, so I need, this guy's went to the bottom. These guys need to go to the top, right? Yeah, I think that's the right thing now. All right, let me do that. Let me try that. All right, let's clear all that out again. All right, yeah. So those will all go like that, and now we've made like freaking all of those like that. Now this guy can only do, he can only do 30 a minute, right? So I will kind of limit myself because these are doing, yeah. So this is 45, 45, 45. So um, I'll slightly reduce my thing, but I think that's more of a compact design and allow me to do what I'm trying to do a little bit easier there. And then once we do that, now we're going to end up needing probably, let me get, let's see, this guy here, this guy, and let's go to a 2, right? So if I bring you like that out, and then we'll grab Control C like this. One, two, like that. Okay. And technically, that would be slower. But if I just add a third one in here, that would, oh, I can just add 4. That'll be fine. All right, so if we do that, okay, that would actually work. Okay, so if I bring you up, that, actually, I need this one to be farther out. I need this to turn like that. That will be fine. And then grab this guy, and you can come straight out. No, I need you to go. Okay, you. All right, let me do this guy here, and then nope, dang it. All right, let's try that again. You. Oh, okay. So you gotta drop there. Okay, that makes sense now. All right. Now, if I do that, then I go shift. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. So I need literally one longer, and all right, I can do that. Let me do Control X that guy there. Put you there like that. Then that could go away. And then I could take this guy here, bring him out, bring him up, bring him over, and then put that guy down there like that. Okay. Now I got to figure that out. Um, all right, so if we can figure this out and keep these guys in here. All right, so let me just put, see, you go away. And then that's going to be the next problem is because those things being smashed together like that, it's not going to be happy about it. You can go in there like that. You know what? No, that won't work. All right. So the real issue here is I need to get these guys out of here. Can I do that? Oh, I can. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do at all. That went at a weird angle. Okay. Let's see. That will do what I need it to do. Okay. And then we'll go up here. We're going to go to the third level, right? And we're just going to grab these guys down here. And then we're going to bring it all the way down. And then out we go. Look at that. Look at that fancy bit of craziness. And then, oh, all right. So I don't know if I can get them all to go the same direction. I need to go in here and figure this out so that these guys are all spinning. I don't know if I can spin them all the same direction and get it all to fit in there correctly. Um, we may have to do something with logics to get this stuff to get out of here. Because right now, they're well. Actually, no, I can't. I can't verify. That would be on the exact opposite things. Because when we build the thing here, right, they all have to be in the right spot. So I can't just have them all mixed up because it burps and like we'll just randomly get stuff, and then when we try to load them on the trains, it won't work right. So this would actually work for what we're trying to do for the colors here, but not work for this. All right, so back to the drawing board. All right, so I think what the ultimate problem is here is these things are coming out opposite directions. So what I really need to do is spin them. So you know what? Let's go. Let's look at logic real quick, and then let's see if we can take. Let's see what we can do with logic wires. And then, all right, so display wire, signal producer, flow control, button, logic gates, simulated buildings, right? So signal producer. Okay, so let's try signal producer. Okay. And I haven't played with the wires at all before, so I don't know how this works. Okay, so that doesn't seem to work. Let's see, what is this guy doing? Let's see. So let's put signal producer like this, and let's do display. What does display do? Nothing. It did nothing. Uh, clear. No. Nope. All right, let's try that again. Nothing. Configure. Okay, configure. Ooh. Enter signal constantly produce. Okay, so that's flow control. All right, so okay, so that is that one. So this detects and displays the speed and constants of a belt. I don't care about that. Logic gates. Not gate. That is not what I want to do. Simulated buildings. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do what I need to do. So back to the old drawing board there. These things need to be swapped on the way in. Um, and if I have to swap them on the way in, I can't. I can't get them to fit in here because I need that space. Um, and the problem is I have to. Yeah, I only have three. So that really what it is I'm trying to keep this side over here so I can put another one of these in, and trying to make it compact enough that I can just put these things on here and it just magically work. Um, the problem is that I don't see. Oh wait, that's flow control. Belt filter. Okay, that's what I want to do here. Let's try that. There's more stuff here. All right, so belt filter here. Belt filter. All right, so you. No, I want to. I want you. Okay, you do that. That's fine. All right, so if I do, let's see, go back to here, go here, right, and then I technically only need like one. Oh, I think I had to put a logic on it, maybe. All right. We're learning. We're learning. Okay, so let's go this way. Fine. All right. So you're gonna come out like that. Now let's go back to our wires. Let's go to this belt filter. All right. And then if I go here and I go signal producer, right? And then these need to be back this way instead. No, I want you to go. We can't go the other way? Oh, Shift R? Shift R. Yeah, there you go. All right. All right. Yeah, go down like that. Okay, so you go down like this. So now this guy, so ultimately we want him to go this way. So if it's this one, right? So if it's this one here, right? And we copy that, and this will be changed eventually, right? So configure, and then we'll go like this, confirm. Okay, so that is the one that it lets through. So that's not the one we want to let through. We want to see. We actually want it to be the other way around, right? Confirm. Like we want it to do the other. Okay. Yeah. So that way it'll do that. So we'll configure this, copy that, right? And then We will configure. Wonder, can I just do this? Did not like that. All right. So signal producer. All right. So those. All right. And then. All right. So that should get all those right. Now, if I take these guys here and then I throw in a turner. Here. Right. And then it doesn't really matter because they both will be the same thing no matter which direction it goes. Right. And then once I do that, we can do this. And then they should all be the same. Okay. So then that basically just turns them all to the same. Now, yeah, it doesn't really help there, but like that's ultimately not a bad plan. Okay, so let's get this guy cleaned up. Let's go ahead, copy this guy here, Control C this guy. Actually, I guess I should have Control X it. Do that there. Do that like that. Okay, we'll get these all cleaned out of here. All right, and then this guy can go in like this. This guy can go like that. That guy can go in like that. And then these, technically I want to go this way. Like that. All right, so if I do that, and then I do shift again, and then I could put this guy, you're fine there. All right, this guy can go away. Okay, that's fine. This guy goes like this guy goes like this, and then you go like that, and you go in like this. So once we get all that done, that just kind of sorts everything out, puts everything the correct way, and that will all be good. And then what I'll do is I'm going to do shift like this. I'll do the whole thing. Control C. We're going to flip it, rotate it twice, and then we're going to try to get it to align correctly. Boop. And then that should all come in. Now, like I said, would have been easier to do all that here and flip them and spin them and everything. No, yeah, but this way we got to use the circuits, and that stuff is all good. So now, the real trick here is this is all good, but I really would like to get color up here. And so we're going to end up moving this thing out a little bit. And the reason I'm going to move it out a little bit is because that way I can get it all a little bit better. But we're gonna leave that there. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do that, and then we're gonna make it all fancy. All right, so that is quite the production there, and you should see these guys shouldn't make it all the way down. This belt should be able to run full bore. Every once in a while, you should get some down there, but this belt should never stop. These will kind of back up a little bit, but we should be able to use pretty much a full belt going in, and more importantly, a full belt coming out. Um, and then that should be be glorious. So that will be great. All right. So, but we got circuits. Do I have any other crazy things I haven't done? Let me go ahead and get that guy. Let's see. Filler trains. We'll go ahead and unlock them. Why not? We've unlocked everything else. That is all maxed out. This is all done. This is all done. That's maxed out. That's done. That's done. We'll unlock the labels just because we haven't. And then the shape multiplier is the only thing that we have left. Um, so I think we've unlocked everything else. All right, so, all right, now we're doing that one. That's fine. The other thing, now, the other thing too is with this one, we're fine. We don't need, like, that whole debacle will make this too. It makes both of them. Now, if we go in here, now we're going to need, eventually we're going to need both sides, but this needs to be gray, right? So when we actually find our boxes somewhere, once we find our boxes, there's a boxes right there. Look at that. We'll do this, Control C this guy, and then we'll go down here to the boxes. Now, I do need two boxes, right? And then, you know what? Let me go ahead. You can go there, and you can go there. Now, these guys, at this point, they actually, I need these to be the other direction, technically, right? So if we go and look here, right, and we look here, those need to be pinned and they need to be the other direction, but they also need to be gray. Um, so if I was smart about this, what I would do is I would go in here, I would configure this guy, and then put these back over here. Nope, like that, right? And then I think I can just get rid of these like this. I'm hoping, yeah, it doesn't copy it. Um, I was hoping not to have to go into each one of these and set it. Okay, so if I do it that way, it does it. So if you basically save it in uh, with like that and then copy it, it works. But if you just copy the box, it doesn't. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and we're gonna go ahead and clear this, right? And then those do that. And then that will actually spin those to the other direction, right? So if we go back and look at our thing here and look, uh, like, oh, it's not Susu I need. I need this guy here. I need squares. I need Ruru. Let's see, configure. So I need Ruru, not Susu. All right, let me do this. Let's get all these guys out of here. And then we'll do this one again. Control C this guy. Oh, and technically, it's gonna break it when oh, I may have to paint them afterwards. Either that or I have to redo all those. Right. All right. So that should turn all those to be the correct direction. Yeah. So those are all the correct direction now. Yeah. So because it only filters very specific colors and shapes. So if the color and shape isn't correct, it won't do it. So I'll end up having to paint these things afterwards. Or I'll have to, if I paint them before, I have to change it. So it may be easier to paint them afterwards, though. All right. So these, technically, I'll go in here, configure this, and then we'll change these guys, right? We'll confirm that guy. And so he's right now. We'll get these all cleared out so that way we actually do the right ones. Go ahead, do that. All right, so that filter is now done correctly. Okay, yep, back out, get rid of these. And then we'll go ahead and hide that out. All right, so that way these guys should all be turned this way, right? So these guys will be painted yellow. These guys will be left the gray color. These guys need to have pins put on them. And if we go find, you know what? I could go find it, but I'm not going to. I just need to put pins on these, right? So what we'll do is we'll get us another board here, put another one here. And I'm kind of doing this all where we're kind of going through and building everything, and then we'll worry about uh, uh, getting it all sent here in a minute. All right, so if I do this and then I do pins, right? So pins, I guess I could do it like this. It doesn't really matter. Right, like that. So technically, I could probably do another one, even though that seems like it's more than enough to kind of take care of it. All right, so that's good. Right, and then do this guy like this. Control C. And we'll do like that. That's fine. This guy can come in like that. You can come out like this. And then we'll do the whole thing again. And technically, I could have just done the pins probably in there. It would have taken a little bit more space, but I might have been able to do it. Um, no, it would have been. I would have had to do like 2 levels or something. It'd be fine. Let's see. All right, so there now. So those are all pinned up now. So we'll just get these painted yellow, and then once we get those painted yellow, we can have them basically combined into this. Right? So boom, boom, boom. Those all go there like that. All right. So in order to make yellow, that's the easiest way to remember that is we go here, we go that, we go to the color mixer here, we go hit the little eye here, and then to make yellow. No, no, we don't. Yeah, no, we don't want color mixing, right? So technically, we make red and green. We'll make yellow. Yeah, so we just basically need a red and a green. All right, so uh, there's a green and a red right there, right? So that's easy enough. So what we'll do is we'll just go back to what we were doing beforehand. So let's go here and figure out where all of our, I am completely upside down, I think. Yeah. No, that is not the one I want. One of these guys down here, right? Because this is a color mixing template here, right? So we'll go ahead and go in like this. Um, and then technically, go ahead and do this. Let's try that again. Control C that guy, and then try to go remember where we were. So there's red and green over there again. So we'll just do that. That'll be fine. So we basically just need to get a couple of colors up there. Go back over here. Grab that guy. And the reason I grab those and bring them with me is because trying to make these things that gets fiddly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So there you go. Now we got all those. We could probably get rid of a bit of that stuff, right? And then we'll go, this guy can go like that. You can go in like that. You go, no, what was that? All right, let's do that like this, like that, like this. Get rid of, nope, nope. Get rid of all that. Okay. And then we'll go here like this. And this is, there you go. We're all doing good here. Oh, that is going in. All right. And then down here, we'll do kind of the same thing. We'll do the same thing. We'll get rid of some of these. All right. Just get rid of that. All right. That's good. All right. So this one can go straight in. Like that. That will be in fine like that. Then you can go straight. Look at that fanciness. All right, so that should be all that. Now, this was originally set up, I think, to bring the probably those in to have them done. You know what? I may just do that. Except for, all right. So what are you doing down here? You're doing stacking. I don't need stacking. Don't need stacking yet. Because yeah, and honestly, what I could do is we could change it so that once we do the stacking, we could actually have the other things kind of dropped in. But what we'll do here is we'll hide this guy, and then we're gonna go like this and get rid of that. So we'll get rid of all of that. That'll be fine. And then what we'll do is, actually, I'm only have 4 trains, so that will be fine. Let's see. So let's go to a train here. Let's go to a unload station, right? Shape unloader, right? So this is to, nope. And then I want another unloading station. All right, so that goes to unloading station there. Once I do that, we can just do this. Probably should have moved it further over, but oh well. All right, so that will basically put all those guys in there. and then that will go to the other side. That will be great. And then this guy here. So we can actually put just a train loading station here. Let me flip this like that. Okay. And then all right, that will do that. We'll put a waiting station here. That will be fine. I'm going to take a train. You're going to be that color for now. We'll put you there, right? We'll put some cars. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. We'll go ahead and do a little connector like this. And then we'll do that. And then that is just going to go over there and drop off to there. So we'll do this straight into that. We'll get us a little waiting station here also. And then that, once you get loaded, you're not fully loaded. So that should do that. Once that train is completely loaded, it'll come up here. We'll do all this stuff. And this should, yep, that should be all yellow. This is, I have green. What do I have green? What the heck? What do I have green? So let's go shift. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why that one loaded green first. It's doing it again. Oh, no, Control Z, put that back. Yeah, I don't, okay, so that one's all yellow. That one's all yellow. Okay, so they're all yellow this time. And then that should be all yellow. All right, so those are all yellow now. And then I think I need that one. It needs to be blue. So, and then at this point, we need to actually take these guys here. And figure out a way to get home. That should bring those in here. Yeah, that will just drop those off in there for now, until I can turn them off in a little while. All right, so we've got that guy going in there. Now we got to go find. There it is, down here. So this just needs to be blue, and then I'll need red eventually. So easier. So the problem is if I go take my paint thing over here, the paint thing gets weird, right? Because this is the one that actually paints it. So, I wonder what happens if I mix two blues. No, let's just do the whole thing, and we'll figure it out in a minute. All right, so I wonder what happens. What? Oh, I grabbed the whole thing. Control C. Yeah, you come with me. All right. So if I do, uh, actually, I do this like that, right? Oh, now I did it. All right, let me try it again. All right, let's try this again. Let's flip it. I want to say, uh, yeah, so this should be my insert over here. All right. And then these guys, I can get rid of this train because I'm going to direct insert. Get all this stuff cleared up. I want to see what happens if I just set blues up here first. All right. Hide this. Just delete all that. That's fine. We'll start over. All right. So you. You can go like that. Actually, see, let's try this again. All right, let me do this. I'm just going to do this and go. Do that, and then you can go there like that. All right. And then go back up here. Just do all those like that. Let's see. Okay, I don't know what that thing just did. It burped. It burped. I think the machine uh, lagged or something for a second, and it went crazy. All right, so that should give me all of those guys in there, and then that will get me those. Now the real question is what happens? Because I haven't tried this yet. So let me go get my paint thing. What happens? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Nope. Let's do this one. Oh, we're in for a long one. All right. So those can go away. Those can go away. Nope. You go like that. And this could have probably been done better with trains, but you know, and I bought train car or paint cars, so I don't know why I didn't do it. But it's you know whatever. This is more fun. I get belt chaos. All right, let me go here, into there. I don't know why I'm making y'all watch all of this. It's we're already doing it. Uh, I guess throw down in the comments whether y'all want to see me actually do this stuff, or if you want me to kind of cut it out, or it's still kind of me trying to figure out how to do it. I know sometimes people kind of want to see like all this stuff into it and like how I kind of solve problems and things like that. This has definitely been a problem solving type of day. Trying to learn some new stuff, trying to use the system to do weird things. All right, now that is done. The paint's not here. I'm gonna wait for the paint. I'll be right back. All right, so the paint is here. Let me see what happens. I don't think it's gonna work because, like I said, I don't know how I got that green out earlier. So we'll let it run for a little bit and see if it does transfer the blue. I don't think it will. Yeah. So what happens if I do this? It's not going to be fast, but I'm not worried about fast in the beginning. I'm worried about trying to get things going, and just getting enough of these things that I can kind of get it going. Like you can see, the yellow ones are almost already done anyway. All right, so it does. If you put two blues in, it does make a blue out. So we'll go ahead and paint some of those blue. That's going to take me a little bit longer because of the way it works. But now by doing it this way, I can just go get the red over here and bring that, and then that will turn those into the magenta. I think it gets weird, right? Yeah, because and then like it wants me to do magenta, and then it wants me to do and then turn them white. So we'll probably leave the blue here. Um, so we have a green over here. Or what we can do is we can mix, like bring the red in here, and then put another one in for the blue. Um, so we can kind of cross that bridge when we get to it. But that one will be there. All right, so let me go ahead and get. Where did this? That is it right up there. I think it is. Gonna need to change this guy's color. Let's see. Yeah, I need to change this guy color to like dark blue or something. I just need to make it a different color so that he'll actually come back here. There you go. So yeah, so there's the dark blue and the teal, right? And then when I get way over here, right, this has got to be yeah. So the white and There's a teal and it goes that way too. That's not good. All right, so I probably need to change this other guy from teal to something else. Since it's actually yellow, I could probably change him to yellow for now. Actually, he's pretty much done. So that one's should be fairly done. I think we can probably just go ahead and disconnect this guy for now. All right, let me get this guy put back. All right, so those should be actually done. This one's going to take me a minute because I'm not doing a lot. I could try to move some stuff up there and get some other stuff going, but the amount of paint with it would be a pain, right? I'd have to end up doing quite a bit of more work to get it to work. The other option is I do need to get the red there. All right. So if I start building those, I'm going to build the red. I'm going to build the thing over here to mix the blue and the green. And then that way we can get those kind of ready. And I guess technically I could just run the red up there. And then connect it, because if I ran it up here and connected it, it would actually just it would start making blues and purples. All right, let me do that. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I got uh, this combined. I built this weird contraption here. It's kind of not very space efficient, but it makes me happy. So that's the important part here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get rid of this train. We'll get rid of all these guys here. So that guy's gonna all go away. This now I just need to basically drop these guys into here. So I think what I'm gonna do here is copy this, Control C, and then I'm gonna flip it, and then rotate like this, and then we'll drop that down like that. Okay, so we're gonna drop that down. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna grab. There's home? Maybe no, that's not home. Oh, that is home. I'm gonna grab one of these guys. Control C this guy. Then we're gonna go back out here to this guy, and then we'll go ahead and do those. So that way we'll take our single layer there and put that in there. And then I just need to get, those are not rotated the right way. Oh no, they are rotated the right way. All right, so now I need to go find where I left these weird things down here. Right? Yeah, so this guy here. So these guys are taking that in. So technically it's going in as 8. I guess I could probably see. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and hide this guy. And let's get rid of these. So I'm gonna take these guys down to 2. So this one I want to go in like this. This one goes in like this. This one goes in. This one goes in like this. Okay, you know what? Let's just get rid of all this. Let's just get rid of all of this and start over. All right, let's do that. Delete that. Go away. All right. So I'm gonna get rid of 1, 2, and 1, 2 like this, and then you go in. You can go in. You go in, and you can go in. Let's see. This guy goes there. That guy goes there. And this guy goes in, and then this guy goes in like that. All right, that's cool. Let's get rid of those. All right, and then we will get us another train station. We'll get us another train. One. Nope, I don't. I don't want red ones. I want white ones. Train white. 1, 2, 3. Right, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. This guy's gonna go in like that. That'll be fine. We'll get us a little train station that's a waiter. Like this. This guy can come out. And then once I get him out and figure out where I'm actually going. Oh, over here. This is where I'm going. Over here. Right? And then let's see. All right, let's try that again. And then just gonna leave it there for now. All right. And then eventually what I can do is I'll do this and then we'll get this guy here. So here I want to basically have unloading stations, unloading, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. That'll be fine. We'll put us another wait station on here so that way we can make sure we wait till we're empty. And then we will go get our train tracks here and then into there. So that should eventually get those guys coming in this direction. I don't know why you're not actually full. Um, okay, because I broke it. Let's see. Control X that guy. I think. All right, let me do this again. Let's try this again. All right, so let's do this. Let's kill that too. All right, so let's try this again. So we're gonna go with a train loading station, right? And then we're gonna flip it so we're going the right direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, and then we'll get rid of this train stop there. We'll put this stop there like that. That will be fine. These guys can go like this, and this guy can go like that. And then those are not long enough. Yep. Do more. All right, do that again. Try again. All right, so they'll think about what they've done for a second, and then oh, I've broken it. All right, let me get these guys reconnected, and then let's do that like that. All right, let's try that again. So that should eventually get that filled up. It's going to be a minute because I just had to wipe out a bunch of the resources. All right, so that should come up here to this guy. And once we get up here, this one, we're going to kind of take the same thing. We're going to do a train loading station again. Let's see, let's do like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that. We'll do a wait till you're full station. That'll be fine. And then we will come over here like that. Okay. And then here, once we get this guy, we'll do train. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do the people. That's fine. We'll do like that. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3 like this. 4. Let's do 4. Okay. And then we'll do 3 of them. Why not? We can do that. Like that. Okay, so that should all go in there like that. Then this guy can come in just like this. Oh, and then let's change that to a wait station. I don't know why it's... Oh, I think we're just waiting for these guys to show up. So, this was a loading station, right? Shape loader. Shape loader. Okay. So they're just mad because they're trying to figure out their life. All right, so once this guy gets those over there, oh, there comes the first ones. And granted, each one of the trains that comes in should be a train out. So, well, actually, one or 3 trains in will give us 1 train out because this is gonna be a bunch. Okay, so we must have already had a train come in at some point. I missed it. So we're getting all those in. We'll get those loaded in and get this start to get loaded. And then that should give us that guy. Now, in the process of waiting, we got some more of these guys. And yeah, we're almost done again. As you can see, as you start getting really high up here, it starts getting there's a bunch, right? And it kind of one of those things that you need to get further into it to really get further up. So, but we will get this one done. Should have this one here done soon. If we get this one done, that's going to give us crystals. So next time we'll be working on getting crystals this built. And that one causes a little bit different. This is the one I really want because the train vortex allows me to just basically jump trains straight into the vortex. And then this whole unloading thing that we have going on in here, we clean all this up. And once we clean that up, we can start working on other stuff. All right. I'm waiting for these guys to get back. That is what I'm waiting for. And then once we get that, we'll see these guys starting to take off. As long as that is not correct. I have broken it. Oh no. Let's see. So let me go. Well, I can't. I'm making the wrong thing. I'm making the complete wrong thing. And is there a way I can fix this? Maybe. Control X, right? So I want to flip it and then do like that. Okay. And then we will shift these guys, Control X those, and then yeah, the problem is I can't do that. So we'll have to cheese it a little bit, I think. Control V like this. Yeah, that should do what we need it to do. Because that should start building the correct thing. Yes, that is the correct thing. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and zoom out here. And then we will do this. Do like that. And then do like that. And then that should allow me to do that. And then I can just connect these guys to like this. And then this guy to like that. And then once he gets filled up, then it will work. It's going to take a little bit longer. Whatever. It's going to be really the same. It's not going to be any different. But that allows me to kind of get that thing going the way I need it to, so that those all work correctly. And then we can spin it so that they put it on the right sides. Um, and then eventually that will all get built up. So once I get those starting to run and we get closer, we will be back. Talk to you in a minute. All right, so we've got this guy going. It's not the fastest thing. It's producing things at a rate anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock crystals. So we have that unlock. So all right, spice things up with crystals, gaps and pins and shapes. Right. Harden it with crystal generator. Try our best. A little fragile. Better not cut through though or stack them. Right. So the idea here is to basically whenever they have gaps, that it kind of fills them in. So we'll end up here. We'll end up needing to make this weird fish thing, and then the circle thing, and then the red thing, and I don't know because it says that you're not supposed to stack them. So we'll have to see if that one works to stack it or if we need to build it in it. But we will get into that next time and get that unlocked, and then we'll have our train delivery, and then we'll start in with our final qualification. So hopefully y'all are enjoying it. As always, if y'all are, please consider throwing a like on the video. If you have a question, a comment, or concern, you can leave that down below. And if you're not subscribed and you'd like to be, there's a button for that while you're down there. You guys be safe. We'll talk to you soon.